This is the last of a 5-part series on how to deploy Chef 360 Platform and Courier to provide orchestration capabilities in the environment. We learned how to write and execute our first Courier job template in the previous demonstration. In this demo, we'll continue with the execution of various types of interpreters such as the Chef-Client, Reboot, and InSpec. We'll first start with the Chef-Client. Create a JSON file with all the job details and settings. We'll also need to provide the node details created in the previous demo. You can set up jobs that include multiple nodes across multiple groups with different settings. In this example, we have one group with just a single node identifier on which the action will be performed. The interpreter name is the Chef-Client interpreter, where we'll execute a chef cookbook either from a repository, for example GitHub, or have a cookbook present on a node with the absolute path and run list. We'll be using a cookbook for installing Nginx. When we execute the JSON file with the command chef courier CLI scheduler, we get an execution ID as an output. This ID will be used to track the progress of the job. The overall status of the job is a success. We can confirm this by logging into the node manually and checking for the Nginx version. The next JSON file example will be to initiate a restart. The chef platform we'll use here is the restart interpreter with the exec command machine reboot. The first step of the action command is to create a simple text file before restarting the system. The second step is to execute the restart command on the node. And the final step is to create a new file after restarting the system. We'll now execute the JSON file with the command chef courier CLI scheduler. With the help of the execution ID, we can see the final status of the job is marked as received. This is because the system is now rebooting, and we can confirm this as the connection to the node has been closed. Executing the command again to check the status, we now see it as a success. When we manually log into the node, we see the two text files, before and after restart, coming from steps 1 and 3 respectively. The last job JSON template we'll examine is running an InSpec scan on a node. As always, we'll create a job template with all the necessary details and node information. The interpreter used here is the InSpec interpreter, with details similar to the Chef-Client interpreter, where you can either use a public or private repository or have the profile present on the node with the absolute path. The profile used, which is stored in GitHub, will check if the Nginx version equals 1.22 and some additional security settings. The JSON file is executed and the command's output will be the execution ID. The job's overall status is marked as success. The run ID is used to get more detailed information on the job run for each step. You can achieve this with the chef courier CLI state run command. To view the results of the scan, you need to copy and paste the artifact URL to the browser and download the text file. The results of this InSpec scan is that 3 tests passed, 2 failed, and 1 was skipped. This completes this 5-part how-to series. We hope this provides a better understanding of how to deploy and configure the Chef 360 platform with Courier, as well as how you can write your first job template and execute it with the help of interpreters.